Hi, this is Kevin Dio from Upscale Audio, and today we are going to talk about the new VPI, an exclusive model only at Upscale Audio, the new VPI Super Prime Scout 26, because it is 2026 and it's a great time to launch a bitchin' table. This is going to supplant, this is going to replace the Super Prime Scout 21, which was probably maybe the biggest selling table we've ever had here, or certainly one of them. That one too was an exclusive model that you could only get at Upscale Audio. And you know, what's the idea with these exclusive models? I try to work something out with the manufacturers where I say, look, I need to get upgraded parts. I'm trying to get this thing where its performance, like this table, I want to get it up where it can stand up to products that cost, twice as much money. And I will buy a certain number of them if you give me this part, that part. And that's what I'm looking for, the most important parts. Super Prime Scout 21, you can go read the reviews, assuming it's still on our website, and you'll see that people love them. And if you bought one of those and you own it now, hallelujah, brother. I'll bet you are loving life, and I hope that you are loving us. So VPI turntables in the $3,000 price range typically are going to come with a 9-inch Tonearm that's just a little bit simpler. They don't have the big beefy bass, and they don't have VTA on the fly. Now, what is VTA on the fly? That is making sure that not the cartridge body, but actually the diamond is sitting properly in the record groove. And so if you raise and lower the rear of the Tonearm, you are going to be able to fine-tune that to the point where it sounds best and it is aligned best. And what happens if you get it wrong? Then you can just get a little bit of bitiness, or to me anyway, a little bit of a top-end distortion. So on this table, it's adjustable while you are playing a record. So all you got to do is turn this screw to loosen it up, and then turn this dial and get it where it sounds right to you, and you are in heaven. This is a brand new Tonearm, not available anywhere else. It's got an aluminum head shell that is coupled to a brand new wand that is called Carbon Fiber Hybrid. You can see the carbon fiber. It is stunningly beautiful. And then at the end here, you're going to see this low mass Tonearm, which is so stiff, is attached to a mount that has gimbaled bearing. It's a gimbal suspension. So you've got precision bearings going up and down and across. Just the fit and finish of it is absolutely fantastic. Another thing I wanted to add to this table, and I've got to say something about that. I wanted to get you a Tonearm that you would be unlikely to grow out of, because that's what happens. Sometimes people get into this and they're going to put in like what I call a filler cartridge, like an Ortofon 2M bronze. And I don't mean that despairing. I don't want to disparage that cartridge, because it's a great cartridge. It's a great cartridge. It's a really competent moving magnet cartridge that's very reasonably priced. But sometimes people buy that and they go, oh my God, I love this. I want to move up in the world. And I don't want you to have to dump this and go get a better turntable because you want to get a $10,000 low output moving coil cartridge. This will be absolutely suitable with a cartridge like that. And while we're talking about cartridges, we have packages on the website that give you a discount on the cartridge when you buy it with the turntable. And of course, we're going to mount it for you. While I tell you that you can do the VTA yourself, maybe it's best to let my experts take care of that for you, because they know 100% where everything should be, and make sure that everything is absolutely perfect. The other thing about buying a cartridge is you got to make sure that it works well with your phono stage. So always ask for advice if you can. Call up my experts, because just because your phono stage says it has 65 dB of gain doesn't mean it's going to work well with this certain super low output MC. You got to make sure that everything jives together, and we'll help you with that. Now, another critical part of this table is the platter, and I wanted the big platter. This is a 20-pound aluminum platter. Why do we want that? We want it because it will isolate us from vibration. It's on a big, massive bearing. It's just boom. The way that it turns is just fantastic. The mass has a lot of inertia, and that's necessary to give you a nice consistent speed. Now here's a tip. When you have a great big heavy platter like this, anytime you start the turntable, give the platter just a little bit of a push with your finger to get it rolling instead of letting the motor and the belt do it. That'll extend the life of the belt for you. It comes with this beautiful record clamp. So if you've got records that are not exactly flat, which I certainly have a number of those from my old stoner days, I think, then it'll help you with that to flatten your records and keep them playable. I love this plinth. Now you can get it in several different colors. I didn't think I would dig this walnut finish, but man, now that I see it, they told me we want to do the video in walnut. We want to do it. And I go, really? But I hadn't seen it in walnut, and it looks fantastic. It's very beefy. I mean, and the isolation is just going to be exceptional. And then it's got the feet from the HW40, and I love those feet. These are really, really nice, and again, they're going to help to isolate the table in your room. Sometimes you're going to get acoustic feedback, right? And sometimes you got to deal with that, and we can help you with it, but this is going to go a long way in giving you a hand with it. The motor is not attached to the plinth. It's in its own aluminum enclosure, completely separated to reduce vibration. It has a beautiful 300 RPM motor in its own enclosure made with aluminum, and it's completely separated from the plinth and from the platter to keep the noise down. It also plays 33s and 45s. What else do we got to talk about here? It does not come with interconnect cables. So we can help you with that, and we'll take care of you and give you a package on that too. And you want to make sure that you get something that's going to work right with your phono stage and how far it's going to be. We'll get you the hookup there. What else is there? Oh my God, picking a cartridge, look. Talk to our experts. I mean, you're more than welcome to do this add to cart stuff. I don't like being thought of as like, oh, the Upscale Audio is just this mail order company, because we're not. We are a full service place where you get the best service. The guys that work in my analog department are absolute tweaks. I have people that work for Upscale that worked for VPI. I have people that work here that worked for Sumiko. One of the guys actually helped to design cartridges at Sumiko. I mean, these guys are absolute tweaks. They are experts. They're not on commission. They are here to help you out and to be correct when they tell you what to do and make sure that you're happy. And that's the thing, man. I just want you to be happy. So come to our beautiful store in Southern California. Give us a call. Go to our website. Look, I mean, I really want to say this. At Upscale Audio, we are going to treat your system like it's ours. Thanks.